How's it going, guys? This is going to be the first episode of a deck building series. Instead of just laying a deck out and, telling you what all's in it, we'll be doing some of those too with deck profiles and whatnot. But this is going to be the process that I use to build a deck. A lot of people, you look at a deck profile online and people are just, laying cards out. They're like, this is really good, this is really good. I'm going to go through and show you guys the process of how to put those decks together. How to start from scratch and build, a tournament competitive deck. So the deck that I actually want to build myself, and we're going to use today in this video, is going to be, people call it Goku, but that's just because of the leader. So we have Son Goku, and he is a yellow leader. He's this guy right here. So Son Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku, Return from Hell. Basically, when you're building a deck, you want to take a leader or a battle card or a character, and you want to build on that concept. So this guy right here, when this card attacks, draw one card. If you have 2 or more energy, when a yellow battle card is revealed from the top of your deck, placed in your drop area, and played by that card's skill, you may awaken. And if you do, draw one card, switch one of your energy to active mode, then add cards from your life to your hand until you have 5 life. So it's a quick awaken mechanic when you have 2 energy, which is great. It doesn't say awaken, but that is what the skill is. And he's got a natural draw when he swings. Your turn 1, you're going to draw. Turn 2, you awaken. Then on the back side, that's that little Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku Return from Hell. When this card attacks, draw 2 cards. Choose one card from your hand, place it back on top of your deck. So it's a way to cycle cards, make sure you're getting what you want, and then be able to use the skills from your deck in order to play out more cards. Now, you have to have a little bit of knowledge to understand what's happening with all of that, but that's kind of what we're going to cycle through when we're looking at cards for building this deck. So he's also got a activate main, add up to 1 Android 18 Defender of Heroes. That is a unison card. From your deck to your hand, shuffle your deck, then choose one card in your hand and place it on top of your deck. Negate the skill for the game, so you get to do that one single time. And that's also after you've awakened already. Then as activate main, Spirit Boost 1, you must remove a marker from your unison card to activate the skill. Reveal the top card of your deck and place it in your drop area. So you Spirit Boost and basically trigger whatever card you're using on top of your deck. So we're going to select that as our leader cards. Now he's up here in our leader tab. We're using DBS decks, by the way. I was going to use Shenron's Lair for all of these videos, but they don't have any of the new cards updated. So I went to another deck building site. Whatever works. Alright, so this is going to show us all kinds of cards, and right now they're not in any particular order. So we're going to use our filter system up here and search by the set. Where is that? Card type, card set. We are looking for Cross Spirits, which should be right there. Am I just missing it? Okay, so that's not filtered yet. We want battle cards. Now, I don't know. I thought this was going to be really simple. Alright, I have handy dandy DBS official website. So, I pulled this up just in case. I didn't think this was going to happen. Alright, Android 18 Defender of Heroes. This is the unison that works with our leader ability. It's a pretty good card. So we're going to go in here, go unison, yellow, Android 18. We're going to put 4 of that. So you can see here it is, added to our deck. And the best way to make a deck is just 4 ofs. God, I need a new mouse. 4 ofs of everything just to start, and then go from there, see how much deck space you have left. So since Super Saiyan 4 Son Goku, the Brawler. So we're going to go Battle and card name, because I know there are more of these. Here's all of our brawler cards, so we'll go 4 there. Hop back, go over here. So we got self-restraint. Seems good, but he's not on there, so we'll skip him for a second. Son Gohan, the brawler. Alright, we'll just do this. So this is all of the new cards from Cross Spirits. Just putting 4 of these battle cards and 4 of our Unison gives us 32 cards in the deck already. That's a lot. That is a lot. So as you can see, a lot of these cards, well, all of these cards, all came out in Cross Spirits. They all work with each other. And that's really it for our leader. Then we go into the Super 17 stuff. So we want to add these 2. Self-restraint. I'm really bad at spelling. There he is. Wow. This is actually convenient. Comes right up. And then Son Goku. What was it? Son Goku? I could probably type out more. I just don't want to flip back and forth. It's not Son Goku. It is, yeah, Return of the Dragon Fist. Son Goku, comma. Oh yeah, right there. All right, 40 cards in our main deck. So I don't think there's a way to like pull up your main deck and see it nice and big. That kind of stinks. Okay. Everything has a setback. So we have all these, then we can jump over to extra cards. So what other extra cards came out in the set? Tell me please, Dragon Ball Super card list. So opening the gates of hell, choose all battle cards and Unison cards being played with 3 or fewer markers and switch in the rest mode. It's not a bad counterplay. Spirit Boost 1 kind of stinks because we want to save our Spirit Boost for our leader skill. Watchman Strike, negate the attack, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's tokens and switch in the rest mode. Only matters if we're playing against token decks. Right now, really, Obuni is the only thing that you'd be worried about. Trip to Hell. If your leader card is a yellow Son Goku GT card, perfect, that's what our leader is. Draw 2 cards, choose 1 card in your hand, and place it on top of your deck. Then reveal the top card of your deck and place it in your drop area. That's extremely good for what our deck does. I know I haven't explained any of the battle cards yet. I will get to that in a second. And I'm kind of waiting just to show you guys what the whole concept is, because these are all in the same set. A Fated Meeting. Draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's Unison cards or battle cards. Switch to rest mode. Not for 2 energy. That's not good enough. Okay. I really didn't want it to go back. Alright. Oh, this whole thing's been a wash. Not very good. So these were under the brawlers. Okay. So let's start with Krillin. He has a super combo, meaning that we don't need another super combo if we decide to use this one. If your leader is yellow and your life is at 4 or less, draw 1 card, gets 1,000 combo power. If your leader card is yellow and you choose 1 yellow Unison card, basically when you Spirit Boost from it, you can put this card from your hand underneath and draw a card. So you can use it as a 10k combo, or you can use it as adding a marker to your Unison after your Spirit Boost. It's okay. We prefer the draw. If our Unison goes down, it's a +2 Unison, so we can just play another one, plus it up, and then Spirit Boost that way. Not a big deal. Then we have Pan. Limit 1. You can only use 1 Pan per turn. If your leader card is a yellow Son Goku card, and your opponent has 2 or more energy when this card is revealed from the top of your deck and placed in your drop area, play it, and your leader card gets crit. That's pretty good. Giving your leader crit is really powerful. Pan is a 5k and a blocker. So you can only activate 1 Pan per turn, but you reveal it, place in the drop area, and you have a free blocker on board. And your leader gets crit. That's a ton of value right there. Piccolo, the Brilliant Rogue. I don't know why this came up when we typed in. Oh, because I typed in the BR. Okay. Sure. We'll skip that. Another blocker that we can play for 1. If this card's revealed, play this card from your drop area. So another free blocker. Okay. We'll take that. That's not bad. When this card is played, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 1 yellow Saiyan card with an energy cost of 4 or less to your hand, or 1 yellow Unison card with a specified cost of 1. So this will let you search out your Android 18 Unison. Seems pretty good. Activate main if your leader card is yellow. And you discard this card from your hand, reveal the top card of your deck, and place it in your drop area. So from your hand, you can say, I discard this card. You'll reveal the top card of your deck, put it in the drop area. If it's, let's say, Pan or Gohan, they would come into play for free. Goku the Brawler. Same exact skill as the other ones. If you haven't figured out the whole strategy here, we're going to reveal the top card of our deck and play it for free. When this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO it. Very, very strong for a free play 4-cost card. Deflect and double strike. Magnificent. That's so good. Trunks the Brawler. When this card is revealed from the top of your deck, you can play it. When this card is played, draw 1 card, then choose 1 card of your hand and place it on the top of your deck. So that'll let you cycle. So this is obviously our best card that we can free play, and we cycle it into Trunks the Brawler. So put it from our hand back on top of our deck, discard it with, let's say, Gohan here, go 10. Free play, get a KO, 20k double striker with deflect. Beautiful. Once per turn, Spirit Boost. If your leader card is yellow, reveal the top card of your deck and place it in your drop area. So you have to have Trunks on board to use that skill, but it's another way to cycle without having a go 10 in hand. So if you have a Trunks on board, you can draw 1 and cycle 1, then use Trunks Spirit Boost skill to play the card that you just put on top of your deck. Very good. Vegeta. Negate and play this card. When this card's played, reveal the top card of your deck, place it in your drop area. Okay, so you negate with Vegeta, reveal the Goku, and the card that just attacked, if it's a battle card, Goku comes into play, KOs that card. If it's, yeah, there's no requirement, so just straight up KOs that card. That's a really good combo. So, you use Trunks, you don't Spirit Boost, you put Goku on top of your deck. This is the best card in the deck, and then you have blockers. So you have a ton of protection with your free play blockers, and then you have a guy that can KO for free, and is a double striker, 20k. That's really strong. And actually, kind of the reason I wanted to build the deck in the first place. There's just a lot of potential in just the cards that came out in the set. So with 4 of each of them, we're at 44 with our Unisons, and a Trip to Hell, which also lets us stack the deck and cycle more cards. So if we were to use these cards right here, and we mix it up, we're going to mix it up. We're going to start adding some battle cards that aren't necessarily good. What? They have the championship cards in here too? What? We put the other Goku in here, right? I gotta show you guys. Oh, what is it? Self-restraint? That was another card we added. Oh, there's a hyphen in there. Make sure you spell cards right. Alright, so this is another card we added. If your leader card is yellow, when this card is revealed from the top of your deck, place in the drop area and play it. When this card is played, draw 1 card. Place up to 1 card from your hand on top of your deck. Then choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards, switch to rest mode. Okay, I'll take it. 19k body. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So it's another free play card. If we see it early on, we can just charge it. But 19k, and blocker, and it's got blocker. Everything's got some kind of pretty good skill to protect your leader, which is awesome. Because we are going to awaken early, go down to 5 life really early. But 19k applies pressure, forces your opponent to combo out if you decide to swing with it, and it actually replaces itself in your hand by drawing a card, and lets you choose the top card of your deck. It's just a ton of value. And then we have Son Goku, Return of the Dragon Fist. We looked at earlier, trying to find it. So, Deflect Double Strike. This is your boss monster. It is a fantastic card. When this card is played, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO them. Very strong. Activate main. If you have 4 more energy and a yellow unison in play, play this card from your hand. It doesn't say the energy cost. It costs 3 yellow to do that. So if you have 4 energy, you can pay 3, which means you're not tapping out to play this really, really strong card and throw your opponent for a loop. Spirit Boost 2. If your leader card is mono yellow, which it is, card gains dual attack and double strike, and your opponent can't activate skills on battle cards that cost 7 or less from any area. It's very important that you read the from any area, and also the very last line, when this card is in a battle. So if any of your other battle cards, if you decide to attack with something else first, like your leader, but you played this card, it's on the board, your opponent can rest this card, and then nothing's going to matter. But if they decide to not do that, or if you decide to swing this card first on your turn after you play it, your opponent can't activate skills on practically any of their battle cards. They can still hit this with Baby Hatchiyak. They can still hit activate battle with Supreme Kai and get her skill so that your unison and your leader card can't attack. But their super combos don't work. That is like the biggest ace in the hole for this card. 25k, so your opponent inherently wants to use a super combo to go from 15 to 25 and then 1 combo out, but they cannot unless their super combo card is a natural 10k. If it's a natural 10k, you know, they can do anything they want to do. Just make sure you combo up a little bit when you swing and go for a game with this card because it's a dual attack double strike. So if they combo out of the first one, they have to then combo out of the second attack, and that's not easy to do when you've positioned yourself to win the game. So we're at 44 cards, basically just using all the new cards from the new set. We can go in and add a few extra cards. Extra cards are really easy to find compared to sifting through all of the battle cards that are... There's just a lot of battle cards, and apparently not a very good filter system, searching system, if you don't know what you're looking for. And it seems like if I move too far off the bar left or right, it just goes back up to the top. So, good extra cards for any yellow deck. Release from Evil. Negates attacking card skills, removes double strike, crit, all that really strong stuff that people might go in on you with. And it's free to play if you have a unison, which hopefully your unison sticks on the board. The unison is only a 4k, so it's not very strong. The newest card that everyone seems to play is Power of a Super Saiyan. Card is actually really, really good. You can free play it, it replaces itself in your hand, and it rests battle cards in unison. So if your opponent swings in with their leader first, hoping to see if you'll trigger, you know, a Flying Nimbus or something like that, a Floodgate effect, you can activate Power of the Super Saiyan instead and tap anything without barrier. Time Magic is the Sparking Negate for yellow. Haven't really seen Time Magic too much lately, but there's a ton of cards out there that have dual attack now. There's a lot of strategies that involve dual attacking battle cards, including our own. And Time Magic makes it so those cards cannot restand after the first swing, and it negates it. You can activate this by taking a card from your life to your hand if you're tapped out. So it's basically a free negate as long as you have 5 cards in your drop area. So if I were to build this deck, which technically I am building a deck right now, I would probably use 3 Time Magics. And I did not see Flying Nimbus. This card's also really good. Army Reinforcements. If you have 5 or less life, which our leader will have 5 or less life, negates the attack and plays a blocker. You can play for free if you have 5 or less life also by adding a card from your life to your hand. Very strong. I'll use this over Nimbus. We'll put 3 of those in. That way Yeah, we're going to remove a time magic, put 3 of these guys in, and that way when we get to 5 life after our leader awakens, we can have that card live in our hand for free at all times. And having that extra blocker can make a huge impact. But no, there's no flying Nimbus. So if you didn't know what Nimbus was, you still wouldn't, because it's not on here. It's literally not on here. Okay. Where was that? Yeah, it's not. What the heck? Flaws in all the websites. Okay. Don't need Nimbus anyway. Overrealm. Let's look at Overrealm possibilities. Search by Overrealm. So Overrealm are basically free play cards that you can use as long as you have enough battle cards in your drop area that you can send to the warp in order to play the Overrealm card. And then you also pay its cost. So some really popular ones, we have Fu Strategy Mystery. It costs 6 energy to play, but once you get to turn 6, as long as you have a somewhat established board state, Fu is going to win you the game. It turns off every single skill. There's just nothing your opponent can do once Fu hits the board. I guess two more Fus here. They're also pretty popular. This Fu lets you warp a card and has double strike. And this Fu only costs 4 energy, but it has triple attack. Your opponent can't activate skills unless they discard 1 card from their hand. This card is very good for black, but we're not playing black, so we're not going to worry about that. Mirror Assault from Skies, 1 energy, double striker, 30k, draw a card and restand an energy at the end of the turn. Pretty good. Then Mirror Creator Absorbed, 1 energy again, but this card gains 5k for every card in your warp. So when you decide to play it, hopefully you're going to have a big drop area, because all those are going to your warp, and this card gains 5k attack for each. The problem is this card only swings for 1. So unless you're comboing this with another card, which we could add to the deck, but we have a bunch of natural double strikers already, so I'm not too concerned about this guy. Secret Identity is a really often used card. Overrealm for 6 for free, which is great. It's an additional attack, 25k, and it likes to warp your opponent's battle cards up to 6 cost. So this guy will help clear the board a little bit. And this guy, I haven't seen this guy used in a while. Overrealm 6, same as the last card, but this card has crit and double strike. So there's a lot of value in this. It's a 20k swing, so it's a little easier to combo out of, but it's really strong, and your opponent probably won't want to take a critical double strike. Then the most popular right now is Fighting Against Fate, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. 25k dual attack, free Overrealm card. As long as you have 6 cards in your drop area. That's really all of the big ones. So you have a couple different options. I would mainly stick to, if you're looking for budget, Man on a Mission or Secret Identity. We are going to play Fighting Against Fates. It's a promo card, extremely strong, and that's why I would put it in the deck. And just like with the Mira, Fighting Against Fates goes with a really strong battle card. Get rid of that. We are looking for, this card came out in the very first set of the game, Furthering Destruction Champa. When you combo this card, the attacking card gains double strike. Bam, one of those. They'll never see it coming, right? So you overwhelm with your Bardock that has dual attack. They dodge the first attack, you hit them with Champa on the second one, or if they don't negate the first attack, then you go in really hard with the Champa. So the next thing we're going to do to make our deck a little better, we are at 51 cards, which is over our minimum, which is okay. We are going to add, because all of our energy is going to be yellow, and our leader's yellow. We're going to pull out the Krillin Brawler card, because this is a super combo. And we're going to add the bottom deck of card and draw 2 super combo. This will let us filter through our deck a little bit more, but we do have to have 4 life to use it. And that is why I'm playing the Frieza Army Reinforcements, because when we are at 5... Oh look, Krillin's right next to it. When we're at 5 life, we can take one with Frieza Army and put a blocker on the board for the turn. So it's basically 2 negates off of taking 1 life, which is really strong, and then activates our combo. And in all honesty, we don't need to put a card under our Unison, because our Unison gains 2 markers every turn. So it's just not really important, in my opinion. The next thing we're going to look at is going to be a counter. So this is going to make sure that one of our attacks goes through. How do they word this? Counter. And we want to go to yellow. So here, look, it limits what decks actually have counter cards. That's pretty cool. So Switch Retaliation Cooler, very strong card. We're going to put 1 singular of those in. It costs 3 energy, but it negates a counter skill. So that would negate Baby Hatchiak. It would negate Topo, any of those cards. Another popular one you're going to see soon is going to be Oceanus, the black Xeno Shenron card. It'll negate that and make it so that skill doesn't come into play. Overall, we just have a lot of stuff. So this is the downside about this site right now. We can't see the cards in our deck to develop a higher end strategy of gameplay. So in order to do that, you may have to actually have the cards in front of you. But another resource for building this deck would be DBS their card list. It's really hard to build decks in Dragon Ball because you have to know what cards you're looking for. As a beginner, play around with things. If you look at this deck list, most of these all come from set 14? Yeah, 14 Cross Spirits. The one thing I haven't put in here yet would be a secret rare. We are allowed to play 1 of those. So let's take a look at what our options are. Rarity, secret rare. Alright, no way to go around that. So, we have Sin Shenron, Corrupted by Darkness. This is probably the strongest yellow secret rare right now. Lets you rest all of your opponent's cards for the amount of energy that they have. Really strong, ignores barrier, and can swing a battle for 4 energy. It gains dual attack and double strike, which is a lot of commitment to this card, but it naturally also has blocker. So it's a 40k body that you can play out for 1 energy after comboing with it. The combo effect also costs 1, so it is 2 total, but it has the ability to swing a game if needed. Super 17 just came out in the set. It is a counter play card, so you will have to wait until your opponent plays a battle card out, or a Unison. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, and place it under this card. Very strong skill. However, the second permanent there, if your leader card and all your energy are mono yellow, which ours will be, and your opponent has 3 or more energy. So you have to wait till turn 3 to play this card. By then, we're hopefully doing a lot more, and this card isn't as needed. But the plus side to this card is it will negate the skills of any card coming into play. Unfortunately, it doesn't rest it so that it can also absorb it. So, negating skills, this is the only way to do it outside of Cold Bloodlust and Frost Deadly Poison. We can't play either of the 2 leader cards because we're not playing blue, and our leader is not a Frieza's Army card. So, now that we've narrowed down the yellow, that leaves black and multicolors, because we cannot play red, blue, or green secret rares. The cheapest secret rare is going to be this one right here, Hero's Lineage, which is very strong. Lets you take control of one of your opponent's battle cards. It costs 7 or less. This can change the flow of games very easily. Your opponent can combo their entire hand on a battle card, and you can activate Hero's Lineage for 1 energy, take that battle card, and then use it to win the game. Just really strong. Cards only like $50, I think. It's not very expensive. Supreme Kai is the other really strong, often used secret rare. For 1 energy, activate battle. Play this card. Your opponent cannot attack with leaders or unisons for that turn. Great. Your opponent has, or you have to have 3 or more energy to play this card, and then for 1 energy on your turn, you can activate main and clear your opponent's board of anything without barrier. Unisons right now do not have barrier, so you can clear every unison as well for 1 single energy. For your multi-secrets, we have the option to play Cell. Cell is really good, but I don't think we will actually get to turn 5. If we do, we're hopefully winning the game already. We have our 8-drop Goku that double strike, dual attack, can't turn off skills of everything 7 or less. Fantastic card. Costs 8. So if we can get a 4 cost on play, like our Goku that we can play for free, we can go into Cell. Before the errata, Cell would have been a quad strike that we could get out then on turn 4. But right now, Cell until turn 5 is just a 40k single strike free swing after we already have our board established. We have that with Bardock. It's a 25k though, so I think we would get more value in this deck out of a different card like Shenron or 17, Hero's Lineage, or Supreme Kai. So those would be the 4 that I would recommend going with, but you can always give Cell a try. You can build your deck to be more negate heavy and push towards going for Cell Xeno for a game. You know, if you hit turn 5, dual attack quad strike, but you have to get there first. You have to get your opponent down to 4 for that to be efficient and bait the negates out of their hand. So typically Cell will come in when you're going for double strike swings for game. It's still a really strong, efficient card, so don't knock it. Know it's there. You could get beat by it. For this deck, I'm going to push for Kai. I like Kai a whole lot, but obviously do what you can afford. Supreme Kai is a really expensive card. Hero's Lineage is not. So build your deck how you'd like. I wish I could show you the entire deck, but I don't have it built right now. We did it all online. I'm going to look in the next video for a platform that'll let me show you guys the deck. If you have any recommendations, please type it in the comment section below. This would be a very basic list. A lot of decks are going to include an Overwhelm card, a Champa, and obviously a secret rare. Change up your super combos however you want, but again, super basic, 4 of everything, brand new cards. You really can't go wrong with it. So try out the deck. Tell me what else you'd like to change. I'm obviously going to make more adjustments to this, maybe some ratio changes, but give me some suggestions. And I will see you in the next one when I take a look at the next deck I want to build. Have a good one.